Hi everyone, I am Rachel Ramos and I am the founder of Team Drive Dynasty, Beachbody coaches. And I just wanted to share a little bit about my story, how I became a coach and what it has done for me and challenges that I faced and that sort of thing. So I want to go way back. I'm going to start this way back, back when I was young, because as a kid, I hated anything that had to do with exercise. I hated PE. I didn't do anything at home that was really active other than, average kid stuff, riding my bike or whatever. Um, but if it was gonna be any sports or anything like that, I was out. Like I wasn't in it. It just wasn't my thing. And so I'm actually a computer nerd. I went to school for computer science. I have a degree in computer science, and I've always worked with computers. I was a software quality assurance engineer in my past life. I've been a webmaster. Total like desk job kind of gal. So I'm like the last person that someone might think could be into health and fitness ever. And I mean, I that's what I thought. I didn't expect myself to ever be into something like this. So this was definitely not my planned career path. When I was right after college, I got married and I had two babies. And when I had my children, I gained quite a bit of weight. I was one of those pregnant ladies that didn't like being pregnant. I didn't exercise when I was pregnant. I didn't do anything. I ate a lot of biscuits. I went and got ice cream all the time. I was like the opposite of what the doctors tell you. They're like, you gotta slow down. So I gained a lot of weight. After I had them, I tried some different things to lose the weight. I tried exercising. I tried going to a gym. That didn't work out. I just didn't have time for that. It takes up a lot of time for. And then I tried home workout like DVDs I would buy at like Walmart or something. I tried a couple different things. I had like quite a stack of them, but I always quit. I mean, I had made like a little bit of progress, and I would lose a little bit, but not very much. It was like I was stuck, and I would just like I couldn't keep going with these things. I would quit them, and I felt like a quitter, and I don't know, I was disappointed, and I was really in the biggest size that I had ever been in. And I'm a short person, so for me, when I put on a little bit of weight, it really shows. And one day I was in my closet, and my husband wanted, his work had some kind of party or something we were supposed to go to. So I was trying to find a dress to wear. And I was trying on like everything in my closet, and I just hated everything. I just felt so I don't know, like insecure and everything, and I felt like everything was kind of tight and bulgy, and like I didn't feel cute. I didn't feel pretty. I, I felt depressed about it, and I kind of sat down on the floor, and I cried, and I was upset, you know. But I realized something at that moment too, and that was that I was the only one who could control this. This was something that I could control, right? I hadn't been doing very well, but I was like, I can do something to change this. Like, weight is your health. That is something that's in your control. Sitting around crying about it isn't going to do me anything. So I had a friend who was a coach, Jessica. I love her, and we talked about it, and I had tried Insanity before, and so I knew a little bit about Beachbody, but I didn't like that. And I told her that. I was like, I tried this, I cried, it was awful, I quit. you know, but I didn't have a coach when I tried that. I didn't know where to start and what to do, but she helped me. She helped guide me to a program that was a good place to start for me, and she got me in her challenge group. And I thought it was going to be lame, to be honest. I thought it was going to be crazy and silly, but I loved it. I loved it. I had so much fun in there. And by the end of two of them, I was in one, and then I just kept on going in the very next one. And by that end of that, I had lost 3 pant sizes. That was more than I had even planned. That was like more than my goal. It felt amazing. It felt amazing on a health and fitness front, right? Like, I'd never been I was literally in the best shape I'd ever been in. From going from the worst shape I'd ever been in to the best shape I've ever been in. And it was amazing, and I loved it, and it felt great. I had energy, I was like empowered. I loved it. Um, and she invited me to be on her team. And I said no. I was like, I don't know, that Beachbody thing. Even though I loved the programs, I was skeptical about it. I thought, well, I'm too busy. I've got another whole nother video on that. I thought I was too busy. I thought, I had a full-time job. I've got kids. There's no way I can do something like that. I also thought it was a pyramid scheme. I thought this is like some kind of crazy scam. Like I'm not, I'm not interested. So she was like, all right, cool. Well, a few months later, I kept on doing it because I love the programs and Drinking Shakeology, whatever. I kept on. And she invited me again, and I said no again. But then one day I was on Facebook and she posted something about how she paid her mortgage with one paycheck from being a coach. And I was like, wait, what? You mean you make that much money at this? And for me at the time, now my husband, he's a software engineer. He's doing all right for us, but we had a lot of debt. We had a lot of debt, a lot of bills every month, a lot of bills. And I was working full time in the job that I had. I didn't make very much money, so I barely, we had to put our kids. I had to put my youngest in daycare, and my oldest is in private school, and I was barely making enough money to cover like daycare. So it was almost pointless. It seemed pointless to even, it wasn't working. And there were a lot of things we couldn't do. I had all this debt that we were trying to pay back, and then we couldn't go on trips. We were so limited by our financial situation. And I saw her post this, and I was like, maybe I'll ask her. Maybe I'll ask her a little bit more about it. Well, she was hosting a little group thing to share information about coaching, and I joined it and I checked it out and I listened to what she had to say, and we talked about in there about the pyramid scheme myth and how it's actually not a pyramid scheme, and the difference between what Beachbody's business structure is and everything. I have another video on that, so you can check it out if you're curious. And a bunch of other stuff, but by the end of it, it was only like 3 days long, I was like, I am so in. I'm going to try this. Like, I don't know if I'll be good at it because, I'm like the opposite of a fit person. But I had really good success with these programs, and I can tell people that. I can tell people what I did and how I had success with these programs and how I, was able to lose weight, and maybe I can help them, and maybe I can turn this into a career like Jessica had. Well, from there, like once I started it, obviously I didn't know if I was gonna be good at it, but once I got going, I fell in love with it. I loved it. I loved the creativity. I love getting to cheer people on and motivate them. I love having people like tell me, oh, I lost some weight, or I got to wear a smaller pant size, or all these different things, or I'm able to do more push-ups, and whatever it is. Like, I love being part of that. I love getting to help people do that. It's amazing. But another side of it, and not to talk about like financial and make it weird, because it's not all about making money. It's not. But anybody who works expects to get paid and is okay with that, right? So there's nothing wrong with it. Yes, I get paid from this job. I get to help people, and I get paid for it, and it's awesome. And the money that I was making while I was still working part-time, and I was working full-time, and I was coaching part-time. And as I was doing that, I was putting all the money I was making from coaching towards paying off my debt. And I'm excited to say that our family is completely debt-free now. Completely. Like, I can't even tell you how amazing that is. How to have, like, no car payments, no house payments, no... we sold our house, though. We didn't pay off our house, just a record. We sold our house. But we paid off our car. I paid off my student loan. I paid off all of my credit card debt. We're a debt-free family, and it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. It's something I didn't even know I would be able to accomplish, and it was incredible. And I also was able to quit my other job, my day job, which not that I don't love those people, because I do, but now I'm a coach full time. I have complete control of my own time. I have complete control of whatever I'm gonna do for my job, because coaching, it's your own job, and you get to do whatever you want, which I love, because I might be a little bit of a control freak. I might, but I love it, and it's really fun, and the best part of that is that I'm able to be more present in my babies' lives, my girls, when they have events at school, or I'm able to be there for all of that. And if they're sick and they need to stay home, I can keep them home without us being like, oh, what are we gonna do? I can't take off work tomorrow. I've got a meeting, or I've got to do this, or I've got to ask first, or we're gonna have to split the day, and you go half a day and I'll go half a day. Like, I don't have to worry about any of that. Like, I'm just, oh, my baby's sick, then I'm gonna take care of her. She's gonna stay home from school, and I'm gonna take care of her. And for me, I've never been able to do that before. I've always had to work. So it's amazing because I'm still working, which for me is also important. But I get to work from home, and I get to do a job that, like, literally I wake up and I'm excited about it. I have fun with it every day. It's so amazing. And when I think about how incredibly grateful I am that this came into my life and is so unexpectedly, definitely not my planned career path or life path or anything, and then here I am, it's like hard for me to even believe. But I can't imagine it any other way. I am thankful for this life, and I love this job, and that's pretty much my story. That's how I got here, and that's where I am now, full-time coach, loving life.